Raw. Awesome, brother. Awesome. Nice to see you on the show. Let's go for this. Let's go for this. Right, what's going on here? Is the show started? I have no idea what's going on. Am I streaming? I think I am. So as far as I'm concerned, I am. I have no idea if this show has started or not because I know there is a little bit of a delay in when I actually start and when I don't. But who cares? We're going to 250k, guys. That's the whole idea here. We're going to 250k. So you might be thinking, what the fuck is this guy talking about? What's wrong with this guy? Right? One day he says something, next day he does something else. What's going on with this guy, right? So let's see what's going on. This stream is obviously gonna start now, any second now. So let's see. Hopefully this does start. Um, let's have a look. Actually, let me just double check something. Give me a sec, guys. Let's have a look. So I'm gonna put you on the music, and then I'm gonna quickly jump in and double check what's going on. Hurrah! So this is working. For some odd reason, I can't see the stream. I don't know why. Bit silly, but I'm hoping this was actually working. So for some reason, I couldn't see the stream. I have no idea why, but it doesn't matter. You're on the stream, so I think I can read the chats, and we should be okay. So if you're streaming okay, if the audio is okay, please let me know in the chat so I can continue. I can't see the chat or anything. I'm totally bugged out as usual, but let's move into the show. I'll just probably talk to myself, but it doesn't matter. End of the day, you know, as long as we're getting the info out there, that's what matters more than anything else, right? Yeah, so this is for some odd reason it's bugged. It's absolutely bugged. This is weird. Weird. Why is it saying? I mean, I don't know, guys. I have no idea. Anyway, just let me know in the chats what's going on. I'll double check the chats every now and then, see where we're going from there. So I'm gonna leave that. Let's move into this. Let's do this. So BTC has come into that threshold that we want to get to, right? So you can see this is my trading platform. Okay, so yeah, one brother's just messaged me and he said YouTube is all good. I have no idea what's going on. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. I can't hear anything. The YouTube seems to be completely smashed up, bugged out, whatever you want to call it. But remember, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. It does support the channel. SM is here. Awesome. So I can see the chat. This is weird. I can see the chat, but I can't actually see the stream, which is okay. Do you know what? Doesn't matter. As long as I can see the chat, that's good. Right. You can see we've entered this particular zone, and I'm going to take you to my older charts to show you more as well. So we have entered this the zone that we need to go to, and you can see the top of the zone is approximately the 52,800, 52,900. That's where we need to go. So far everything looks awesome, and I'll show you a little bit more data to show exactly what that means, because there's a lot going on here, you know, especially when you look at the markets and everything. So you can see on the fear and greed, you can see the greed is up 68%. So I'll be a little bit worried right now, but it doesn't matter because this is what we expect. We expect masses of greed coming in. People should be more greedy now. The market is pumping. That's what happens usually. People start FOMOing in. And it's the same people who sold and left the market early. You know what I mean? They buy high, they sell low. Idiots come back again. Sadly, that's what I have to call them, idiots, right? Because that's what they are. But we are seeing these changes in BTC as well. So you can see just a little while ago we had about 3,000. Now we got back 2,400. BTCs are leaving exchanges, which is awesome to see. We can see some ETH coming in, but remember, ETH data is not really accurate solely because of a lot of people are doing the ETH 2.0 now. In fact, ETH 2.0 has hit all-time highs. You know, it's non-stop, just hitting all-time highs. People are realizing that, hold on, we could be earning 5-6%, anything up to 20% just by staking Ethereum. We might as well do that. Who cares what the market does, and then play this game on the next round. That's what a lot of people are doing. I'm doing it as well. So that's all awesome to see. yesterday we did hit a high of approximately, as you can see here, 3,500. We did hit the high. I did have my notifications on, but I didn't really focus too much because that's not really important. The neckline is a complete different area, but so far you can see the market is playing very, very good. 2.23 trillion. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're not far because we just need to get to 2.5 trillion. I'll show you that as well, and everything should look awesome. Shiba's come back to 20. So remember yesterday when Shiba got dumped a little bit, it went all the way back down to 30. It was hovering around the 26. Currently it's come back to the level 20, which is awesome. And if you look at the market cap, look at this, $9 billion. That's 3x than where we were last week, guys. 3x than where we were last week. Also, if you look at the volume, you look at this $14 billion volume, and when you kind of compare this to these two here, these are giants here. I mean, just look at this. This is almost close to Ethereum. That's sick, right? That's absolutely insane. And then obviously we've got a whole bunch of idiots that used to kind of diss SHIB has come back now and changed their minds on YouTube and everything as well. And everyone's all bullish now. It's like, oh, we change our minds in this. Yeah, well, you should have changed your mind 6 months ago, mate. We always say this, like, pick your coin, stick to your coin. That's the rules, right? You pick your coin, you stick to your coins. And that's what I did. That's what everybody else on this particular channel did as well. We picked our coin and we stick to the coin. That's it, right? Because there are sometimes we play with the charts and we don't rely on our guts, but there are times when we say, okay, you know what, the chart says something but the guts also say something as well. Let's stick to this and see where we can take this, right? So everything is awesome here. Let's have a look at the coin 360. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We just hit that. Look at that, we just hit that. So let's see on the other chart what this all means for us. Obviously, we want to look in the 200 most movers and look at this. Oh my days. The very two coins we've been talking about. Awesome, 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 awesome. Right. Let's have a look at other bits and bobs, right? So this is a chart that I've been looking at. There's another range. This is the Heikinashi, right? So this is not your usual stuff, but this is a Heikinashi, and on this particular one you can see things change a little bit. So if I change it, I'll show you what I mean. If I put it on candles, it will show you another data that we have entered that zone, which is okay. But when you do the Heikinashi, it actually changes a little bit, and I'm okay with this because that's more important for me. So we can see on here we have this we've peaked out, right, on the Heikinashi. This, you can see there's a $54,000 peak here, which is awesome to see. And we want to get to the 59 in order to invalidate every bearish sentiment we've ever had, right? Every bearish sentiment we ever had. So far so good. I'm loving all of this. Everything seems very, very positive. Let's see where we go with all of this, right? So we're going to move over the charts and continuously see. Looking at the liquidations, we can see that we had a few bearish liquidations, but this is, sorry, bullish liquidations. The reason we had that, and I'll zoom into this and I'll show you, and I told everybody it's a bit choppy, it's not worth doing the trade, right? So you can see here some bulls got wiped out because there was a slight dip in the market because it was a very choppy. So you can see an almost equal amount of here, for example, bulls got wiped out, here bears got wiped out, and this was recent, right? So if you look carefully, if I move into the hours when we did the pump, you can see how the bears just got literally annihilated. I mean, look at this, disgusting. I mean, why would you even trade something that's moving upwards, right? This is one of the reasons why I stepped out. I said, you know what, it's not worth it. It's not worth me trading this. I might as well trade a higher time frame when everybody could trade and everyone's a hero, right? I might as well do that one. So that's what the case with that one. Now, looking at the grayscale BTC and everything, we did see some changes. So we can see some changes here. It was at 13.28. Currently it's at 13.37, which is not bad. It's not an issue at all. We could easily see all of this change because this is the investor, the general investors, the idiot investors, right? What I mean by that is, these guys are institutions. They don't want to buy and hold crypto themselves. They don't want that headache. They want to pass it on to somebody else. So that's what happens. They just pass it on to Grayscale BTC, buy it for a discount premium, and then sell it. So that's what's going on right now. Once you start seeing these things moving into the positive, be worried, okay? So that's what's going on right now. And yeah, it's just awesome when I see this kind of stuff. Now, let's move over to a few other bits and bobs. So let's go into BTC right now. So BTC, as you can see, this was the neckline that I had to break in order for me to start the trade. And this was the zone that we could start up a trade. So we can see on the short term, and I want to show you this very, I hope you all understand what I'm about to show you. So we are not out of danger. So officially we broke the trend, so we smashed through the trend. Oh, that's official, so we definitely reversed the trend. That's fine. Here we've broken this trend line as well. Again, we've done that. That's absolutely fine. Okay, that doesn't confirm anything yet. So confirmation we are looking for is if we come and settle this today, if we close the candle wherever we close the candle, we need to make sure that the next candle is either above, or even if it does come back down, it bounces around here before it bounces back up again. So we want to make sure we get a confirmation candle. We want to get a confirmation candle and see exactly where that takes us, right? So these pumps are coming. Listen, you know, it's one of those kind of things. When it moves, it will move, right? But you got to be very, very careful how you pursue with the trade. So if you're hodling right now, it's nothing, right? Hodl. Trust me, this is going to 250k. There's no ifs and buts about that. But on trading right now, it's going to be very choppy because we have not completed and we have not confirmed this candle. We need to confirm the close of this candle in order for us to move back up again. So this is one of the reasons why even now, even though I said I will probably open, I'm not. All right. In fact, if you look carefully, and I'll show you this, right? I had a trade open, right? So not open, ready to go. Look, ready to press the button at the $54,000. I did not press that button. I did not press that button. You can see how much I was about to trade. I did not press that button because it's too choppy. I'm not going to do it. I need to make sure this confirms for me before I go anywhere. Now I can use a lower time frame obviously and say, okay, do you know what? If the higher time frame is not making sense to me, I can use a lower time frame. So obviously all I have to do, and let me get rid of all of this. Actually, no, let's leave this there. So I can use a lower time frame and say what's going on. 1 second. Let me quickly. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, internet's not the best. Let me get rid of these. Right. So if we use a lower time frame, you can see what we're looking at this, right? We don't have, even on the 4 hourly, we don't have a confirmation candle. This is one of the reasons why you have to be very worried. On the hourly, we do have one confirmation, but look exactly where we have that confirmation. You don't make this thing up, do you? At the end of the day, right? We drew this line. 1 second. Let me get it back to this. We drew this line a few days ago, and you can see where we confirmed. I mean, you don't make this up, guys. You do not make this up. I might be slightly, you know, inaccurate in where I drew it, but who cares? The point is, I drew this line and you saw this line being drawn, right, a few days ago, and look where we are right now, right? So you see what I mean? So you've got to understand all of these fundamentals that, okay, Bitcoin has a pattern, it will play the pattern, and when it does, it will do its thing. So we drew this line here and you can see it found the resistance and support exactly on that line. And I don't like to use that word because it's very cringy. Now, so that's what we've got. We need to create some supports. Before we move forward, so we need to find support. Where is this candle going to find support? You know, even if this is on an hourly, right? Even on a 15-minute, right? We need to find. You see what I mean? On a 15-minute, we do not have any support, guys. So be careful. That's all I'm going to say. This is for the traders, not for the hodlers. Hodlers, we're going to the moon, bro. We're going to the moon, right? So that's what's happening. So don't worry too much about this. I'm just going to stick around. I'm going to wait a little bit more. I think I can't do this trade. This trade is going to be too risky for me, so I'm not going to do it. And that's what you need to do. Sometimes you need to make your mind up and say, do you know what? Is it worth me doing this trade? No. In my opinion, I'm not going to do this trade. I'm just going to wait around, sit back, relax a little bit, let it come to this level here, and then I might as well trade the breakout here. So my idea is now I'm not going to bother with all of this. Let this do its choppy thing. Come here, break out, trade here, confirm, and then move. So this is where I would probably trade basically the Fibonacci 1618, right? So the Fibonacci 1618, you can see is 60,600. This is probably where I'm going to be opening my trade. So let's see what that does, and that should propel me even further. And then we do know that we have the new targets, which is the 74, the 83, the 92. Remember these numbers. All right, we've got the 74, we've got the 83, we've got the 94, we've got the 102, then we've got the 120, and then we're after the races, and probably even out 250k BTC. So 250k BTC is not guaranteed today, guaranteed next week, or even this month, but we do know one thing: we are going to have a brand new all-time high this month, right? Probably by the 18th, and that would be insane, right? That would be insane if we had an all-time high on the 18th. My god. Okay, I don't know what to say, guys, but that's coming. So patience, that's all I'm going to say. This is one of the reasons why I made the video. So it's not a hype video, it's more to do with the fact that, look, right now trading is not advisable. Just be careful because anything could happen, right? So that's what's going on. Let's see Ethereum, what Ethereum is doing. Ethereum confirmed this breakout. So you see how this was yesterday's drawing. Actually, let me clean some of this. This was yesterday's drawing, right? And Ethereum literally confirmed this breakout. And I told you, Ethereum is a good indicator to see if Bitcoin is doing what it's doing is the correct thing. If it's a fake out or a real thing. This is showing this is genuine. This is genuine. And Ethereum, as you can see, is coming to this. So the moves are not over. For us to get the level that we want, what we need to see, and let me get this thing for you just to show you, right? And remember, guys, use my videos as a reference. You can go back to the videos anytime as a reference. The price we need to beat is the $3,682. Once we smash through that line, guys, there's no stopping this, because this is wave 3. My friends, this is wave 3, and wave 3 takes us to 5,281. Wave 3, and this is not the absolute. This could go even higher. You see what I mean? It could actually go even higher. So I hope this all makes sense. It's all bullish, bullish, bullish. Everything is absolutely bullish, but trading, just be careful, because it's going to be very choppy until 50, well, not 58. It's going to be very choppy until this $60,000 level that we looked at. That's Fibonacci. As you can see, this Fibonacci here, 60,652. It's going to be very choppy until this. And we need to confirm as well. So whatever we do, we need to go there. As you can see, this pattern here, we need to confirm a candle. Whether we do it on an hourly, whether we do it on a 4 hourly, it doesn't matter. We need to confirm that we have a candle there and we built a support there, and then move forward, right? Because anything could happen around here. So remember, these are critical zones. Critical zones. And you can see these power moves. My God, this is just beautiful when you look at this. Also, while I'm on BTC, actually, let me show you one other thing as well. Give me a second. Let me show you BTC. Look at BTC, right? So you can see BTC on the MACD. We've had the cross and looking very bullish, very, very bullish. And it's getting into that higher level. You can see these higher levels. And whenever we see this, we do see a little bit of a reversal. Just be patient here. Money flow, you can see money's entered in and money's coming out a little bit as well. Not too worried, because we can go higher. You can see we can go higher. It's not an issue at all. So it's a bit choppy. That's all it is, right? RSI is saying, look, we're nowhere near where we need to be. See, RSI is saying we're nowhere near where we. Stochastic obviously saying, guys, don't trade, be careful. So you can see what I'm saying. The stochastic is also telling you this as well. But the RSI is saying, guys, we've got plenty of room to go. We've got plenty of room to go. So this is very, very awesome to see. You know, we should be creating these supports. So you can see how it went up here, created support, went there. That's the kind of moves we want to see. This is on a daily. Obviously, it's not the best data for looking at this. You want to look at it on a weekly, and this is what you see on a weekly. Everything is saying still super bullish. Trading, be careful, but other than that, look at this. We'll just wait. I mean, the blue line has already confirmed that we are moving up. RSI has already confirmed we're moving up. RSI is finding a bit of resistance. Boom, here, look at this. I mean, it's beautiful, right? Beautiful. But ultimately, we can see this trend line that formed from here to here, which is awesome to see. And also, you can see how we invalidated this downward trend line here, and we invalidated all of this and move out of this. This is just the RSI. We don't even need the charts for this, right? So everything here is super, super solid. Also, if you look at the monthly, you can see this monthly data, which is fantastic to see. And a lot of people don't even look at this. They won't even talk about this. Look at the RSI flip, stochastic RSI flip on the monthly. And I talked about it. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Look how the blue line is leading on the monthly. October month is going to be a very powerful month. And when this does come in, you can see where we can go to. You can see this RSI telling us how far we can go. You can see how much more room we got to grow. Right? So if we just do a percentage here, for example, if I just, this is so stupid, but I know I'm going to do it anyway, right? If I do a percentage here, we see a 264%. 264%. So let's go into the chart, and I'm about to show you what 264% from here means. Let's try. Do you know what? I'm going to delete this temporarily, because I have to show you what 264% from today means. And I think that's going to open everybody's eyes. 264%. Let's go this. Let's do this. 264%, my brothers and my friends and everybody. 264% takes us approximately to 200,000. 200,000. That's just the stochastic RSI. That is got nothing to do with the Fibonacci, nothing to do with the chart, and that doesn't mean this is the end. This is telling us we're going to 4x from here. I mean, can you see the power in this? This is a monthly candle. This is the power of this, right? So when you look at all of this, guys, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. So that's what I'm going to say. I'm happy that most of you guys hodled because this is just insane. And imagine this 264% stayed the same and we went to the previous all-time high. Well, what's the price that it gives us? It gives us around $220,000. Oh my god, I'm telling you, this is just on another level. So any one of you guys who have joined crypto, this is just going to be the best awesome year for you. And I want to say hi to everybody that's on the chat. I've got KR here, awesome brother, nice to see you here. I got SM, awesome brother, nice to see you here. I see Himi here. What the heck with BTC is going to be killing everybody, bro. It's going to melt faces. I see Prince Manan here, awesome brother, thumbs up to you too. I see Yamvi here, awesome. Ready for the bull market, bro. We were ready for the bull market since 2019. We were ready for the bull market since 2019. So this is nothing. We're coming to the end, by the way, so be careful. We are coming to the end, right? Remember I said we've got 3 to 6 months remaining for this particular bull market to do its thing. And I'm telling you, there's some power moves coming, and these final power moves are insane. I mean, if you go back to previous charts in history, right, it will probably make a lot of sense for you as well if you do go to the previous charts, right? So if we go into history, for example, let's do this, right? Let's go into, say for example, we're in the monthly now. Let's go into the monthly now, right? I'm going to show you this, right? This is insane. So this is 2017, right? Now, just in the last few months of 2017, I want to show you this because this is insane to see. Remember, this is 1, 2, 3, right? So this is October, November, December, right? What you're about to see is going to freak the life out of you, right? This was the top $20,000, just say $20,000. I'm sure my lines are not accurate. And this was the bottom of October. This was October. We went from 4,000 to 21,000 or 20,000. Do you understand what that really means? 4,000 to 20,000. That's 5x. Well, guess what? Our stochastic RSI just said right now. We're going to do another 4 to 5x from here. If it's saying 4, I've got a feeling we can do 5. 250? Easy peasy. Crazy thing is that I almost panic sold on the Evergrande crash here. Oh man, this is when you buy, bro. This is when you buy. Because what happens is, look, stock market panic, they take their money out, right? When stock market panic and take their money out, they got to put it some way. People just don't leave their money sitting in a bank doing nothing because they're earning negative interest, right? Or if not nothing. So what they want to do is they want to attach it somewhere else. So what they will do is usually look into another asset that is doing something. So look at this. Despite all the regulatory bullshit, despite all the government FUDs, despite all the every kind of shit you got out there, BTC is outperforming everything in the last few weeks. If you look at the stock markets and everything, you can see they're down because the money is filtering into this. People want to protect their money. Bitcoin is a store of value, and that's exactly what's going on. People are storing their value on this, if that makes any sense. That's what's happening right now. So I'm telling you, these moves are coming. I mean, just look at this. It's just beautiful. So awesome move. And I'm not even going to give you the total. I'm just giving you the last 3 months here, and you can see the increase that we did, right? So if this is possible here, it's possible here. And it's done it over and over again, guys, over and over again. If you look carefully here, right, you've got November, December. So let's do October. And if you look carefully around here as well, so we can do this. Sorry, my bad. We can do this. What is it doing that for? So we can do this here. And seriously? We can do this. And we can do this from October. So just from October. And again, you can see the price difference. $132 to $1,200. This was a 10x, my friends. This was a 10x. So obviously, we're not going to be looking at 10x because our returns are going to be a little bit less. But here we did a 5x. 4x, easy. 5x, no problem. 10x, possible. You never know. So moves are coming. Massive moves are coming. You can see Ethereum looking super solid. And as I said, we're going to see a 5K, 6K, maybe even a 7K. I mean, I have seen before when we did a projection before. I did a nice little projection once before. And the projection showed us at least 10K Ethereum. So that's all coming as well. But obviously, we don't want to be moon boys here. We want to be relaxed. We want to meet the targets and then create new targets. That's what's happening here. Everybody that says the market is over, I think they're going to think again now. All right, because remember, I always say, what bear market? There is no bear market. Bitcoin does not have a bear market. Solana. Let's move into Solana. If you look at my video from 2 days ago, you will see I drew a pattern and it's doing exactly as we drew, and it's not ready yet. We need BTC to calm down and then it's going to move forward. So let's see that happening. All right. dot getting ready, dot getting ready. I'm telling you, dot getting ready. And I'm just looking at this one candle. Let me take all of this off. I'm just looking at this one candle, and I says dot is getting ready. Guys, you see what this candle is? You see what this candle is? Look at this candle. Look at the body. Look at the wick of this candle. I just cannot stress enough. Do you see what this one candle is? I'm just going to leave it there for you guys. You know what this means, and especially coming out of our channel, when you see this particular candle, you know what that means. All right, this candle on the bottom of a channel is a complete reversal pattern. It's an indicator telling us, guys, be ready. We're about to make that one last parabolic move. Diamond hands. Awesome, bro. Ray Thorogood. Awesome. Nice to see you on the chat as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's what's happening. It's coming. This is indicating, and especially on the bottom of a channel. So when we see this on the top of a channel, it's actually very bad. But when you see this on the bottom of a channel, oh, I'm telling you, it's very, very big. And this is technically at the bottom of the channel, because this was the top, this is the bottom. My God, this is going to be one hell of a powerful move. So let's see this one come in and see what it does. Cardano doing pretty much the same thing. And again, look at Cardano, what Cardano is doing. And I've noticed Cardano and Polkadot are literally mimicking each other. And you can see this on the bottom of a channel. We've got this, and it doesn't matter what color it is. Just look at this one candle. OMG. That's what I'm going to say. And it's coming. And it's indicating we are going to have a super power move on this. And this could easily propel Cardano to that $4 level that we were talking about. I mean, in fact, if we do a fib right now on this, right, just do a basic fib, right, nothing too extravagant, right, we'll do it from here, right? So let's go down all the way down here. Let's go to the bottom of the channel, and let's just say, okay, this is our current high. What can we do right now? And it's telling us $3, which is fine, brings us back to this channel. Now, if we take it from this channel and we say, okay, we're going to go back to this level here, it's telling us $4.42. And we've already said the $4.16 is possible. So that's all coming now. And now it's becoming a higher number, which is awesome to see. And this is only on a short term. I'm not even doing the previous thing. This is insane to see, guys. I'm telling you, this is coming. E-gold doing exactly what I said it was. It was going to bounce around here, and then it was going to make a power move. Again, e-gold is getting ready, and I think e-gold is going to shoot when it's ready. And when it does, we are looking for a lovely, lovely $367 e-gold. Again, guys, if you haven't already bought it, my advice is don't buy. If you are going to buy, I mean, you know, just be careful, have your risk management, know your exit points, because right now, as I said, it's coming to the end of the market. So if you are going to pick it up on a red candle, awesome, awesome, awesome. We are going to have a breakout, awesome, but be prepared. That's all I'm saying. Be prepared. And don't try and hold. Right now, you need an exit strategy, because the market is going to heat up. It's going to be so fast. It's going to move fast, go parabolic. If it's the same as 2017, because I remember, and I'm going to talk about 2017 as well. Actually, let me talk about 2017 later, because it's going to be really, really cool. My story in 2017, and you'll understand more. And you'll be like, okay, now it makes sense. And hopefully we can move forward with that. So what's going on here? Would you chart Rune, please? Absolutely, Yanvi. Absolutely, I will definitely chart Rune, man. Rune is one of my top coins, and I'm not that's one I do not have an exit plan. I'm going to stick around with Rune for a very long time. But wait, we've got e-gold here, right? So actually, let's do Rune now as well for you. So what I'll do Rune, and then I'll move over to the next one, right? Rune already broke out of the channel. It's basically just finding resistance, nothing more. You can see it's trying to break this neckline. It tried it, attempted, it almost passed, but it got rejected, which is fine, guys. Fine, absolutely fine. I wouldn't worry too much about Rune. And Rune is one of those coins that it's got more potential in the future than now. And Rune has more potential if the regulations come down on you. So if the regulation come and say, oh, exchanges can't do this or can't do this, it's everything about you can't do this. Once we get regulated 100%, that's when Rune will shine, right? Rune will shine. Rune now at $9, think about it like Rune at pennies. Rune now at $9 is Rune like pennies. Think about Rune like a Shiba right now. Rune is not ready. When Rune pumps, Rune is going to do easy 10x from here. But this is all right now. Whatever Rune is doing is just following the market. It will probably dump a little further. You know, when we have the big dump, we might come all the way down to the floor. That's fine. I'm going to double up, triple up, quadruple up on this Rune, because Rune is going to shine when the markets get regulated. So please understand how Rune works. Also, there's another coin as well, similar to Rune, DYDX. Again, what's DYDX going to do? Very same thing. DYDX will shine whenever regulation comes in. So recently when China banned everything, DYDX did this. Right, all the Chinese people, they didn't sell their crypto, they didn't take the cash, they said screw you, they went to DYDX. So you see what I'm trying to say? These coins, these decentralized, top-notch, easy-to-use exchanges, which is similar to, so when you go to use it, the interface is very similar to your standard exchange. People like that. The more easier the exchange is, that's what they like. All right, and that's why these coins pump, because it's just any Tom, Dick, and Harry can go and use it. That's what I see here. So this is a coin, again, $21 undervalued in my opinion. You know, like Rune, this, all of these undervalued. They will be valued heavily. If a BNB could go all the way to $400 plus, I think yesterday it did 440 or something. Why can't any of these do? And these are decentralized, more useful than the other regulated KYC AML nonsense that we have. Right, talking about BNB, let's have a look at BNB. Yep, yesterday it did all the way up to 478, actually, not bad. But good news is it did break the neckline, which is exactly what we need to see. And I think now, obviously, as I mentioned, BNB was leading, right? So it was actually making the first moves, which is awesome. Now BNB's come here, it's tested the support, the resistance level here. You can see this resistance zone here that we had. It's tested that, broke the neckline, awesome. Now we need to just have another pump, move up. And once we do that, I think we should actually see BNB moving back to the previous all-time high, which is actually down here. And we did say during the top of the market, BNB has a potential to even do 1,000. We've said that before. It's not going to be a coin that I'm going to be holding for life, but it definitely has potential to pump up to 1,000. If it does, that's when I'll probably cash out and then just sit back and relax and wait for the market to come down completely. We are going to have a bear market. So please understand, we are going to have a bear market. There's no such thing as we're not going to have it. Of course, in BTC case, I say what bear market, because end of the day, when someone buys down here somewhere, for us, what bear market? It doesn't matter. We're only going up. A matter of us holding and being patient with it, and it just keeps on going up for us. That's why we say what bear market, right? I mean, there's a few people like myself who actually say what bear market. But when it comes to these stuff here, they do suffer. Whenever BTC takes a 10% dump, right? You know, 10% dump, these things dump 20%. So you got to be careful. You got to understand how the market works, right? Let's move over to our hero of the day, Shiba Inu. You've seen this box. Let me get rid of this. You've seen this. I have added a few more lines, but you've seen this. And I wanted to add the lines so that you can understand what the boxes mean, right? So you've got the range of the box and you've got the area. So I've drawn these areas based on, you can see the bottom of this, for example, the top of this, and, you know, because I didn't have anything. Ray is asking, do I think the bear market is going to be 80%? I don't think so, bro. I'll be honest with you. I don't think so. The market is now a lot more mature than it was before, right? Market is a lot more mature than it was before. So back in the days, it was an immature market because everyone panicked, right? So when we had the tops, people started panicking and selling because they don't know where the market's going to go, and everyone just took their money out. And remember, most of the people, I like the way Willy Woo said it. Willy Woo says the retail are shrimps. Basically shrimp, right? Or the fry. They calls them the shrimp or the fry. And then it says they got the sharks, and then you got the whales, right? So what you got, the situation you got is most of the market was money there was from the whales and the sharks. So when the whales and the sharks decided to pull out, they took 70-80% off the market. Do you know what I mean? That's what they did. So the shrimps were always losing. But this is the first time in history, in 2021 and 2020, shrimps were actually leading. Shrimps were actually keeping the market up while whales were afraid, right? And obviously, I'm not talking about the whales who already have them. I'm talking about the whales who are in and out on non-stop. So those guys were afraid. Now they're coming back in as well. And what they've realized is the whales, even when we had that 55% dump, they couldn't take the market down because the shrimps were more bullish, and the shrimps are a lot more, stronger now fundamentally. They understand this is a store of value. And the shrimps held the market up. Can you imagine this, right? So this is telling us that, okay, For us, 55% is probably the new low, right? In the future, we might even start reducing. And I've talked about this before as well. And I said why I'm going to be cashing out in 2030. 2030, I believe the market will stabilize itself and we're not going to see massive moves of 10, 15, 20%. I believe Bitcoin is going to be a lot more stable in the next 10 years or a decade or something like this. It's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? So we can expect these these dumps to reduce. Obviously, our returns also reduce. So it's to do with the return ratio. So if we're going to do a 10,000x all of a sudden, or 1,000x from where we were, if we see a 90% dump, it's not a problem. Do you know what I mean? But when we see, our market doubling, like we're doing a 2x, well, we could expect a 50% dump. It's fine. So I don't think we're going to see these 80% anymore. Over time, it should start reducing even more, even further, because a lot of the institutions that are coming in, they're just doing it because they see a big crash in the stock markets coming. They need to hold their funds. They need to make sure their funds are safe and secure. What better place to put it than digitally secure it onto the safest network on the planet, right? Decentralized network on the planet, the one with the most nodes, the one with the most decentralized mining network on the planet. Anybody could mine it. That's the key, right? There's no limitation. There are other blockchains, I've talked about it, who say, oh, you can only have 1,000 nodes, or you can have 2,000 nodes, or 2,500, and people think that's great. I'm like, no, that's controlled. That's controlled. A decentralized, mining platform or a node platform should be able to. Anybody should be able to open a node. You got the money, you got the resources. Go and open unlimited amount of nodes. You should not limit how many nodes there can be, because when you limit it, that means you're controlling who can have and who can't. Right? We need it to be unlimited. Ethereum is technically unlimited. Now you can do even more because of the staking. Anybody could stake. You know what I mean? Anybody could stake. I mean, protocols like Anchor, right? ANKR. These protocols I've talked about. You buy, you hold, and you forget. You buy, you hold, and you forget. Why? Once ETH 2.0 launches, protocols like this are going to be your gateway to even stake anything up to $5, $10 if you want. Because currently Ethereum's protocol says you have to stake 32 Ethereum. Now imagine if 32 Ethereum, when people bought it at $100 or $200, it was okay. $3,200, no problem. You put 32 Ethereum, happy days. Now Ethereum is going to cost you around $60,000-$70,000. Well, if Ethereum goes to $10,000, it's going to cost you $320,000. Can you afford that? No. So protocols like Anchor, ANKR, they've come up with a solution. They said, well, let us handle the logistics and the maximum amount, but these coins will pump even more, and we can use, you can put anything as little as $10 in there and still mine Ethereum, and that's what's happening. That's what's happening right now. These protocols will thrive once ETH 2.0 comes out, and once people realize they can't mine and get the rewards that everybody else is getting, because that's what's going to be. It's going to be free mining for all, free for all. Decentralization being decentralized even further. Awesome. Brother says ICP. I told you, this is not ICP's time, right? Doesn't matter what ICP does, doesn't matter how it looks, right? This is not ICP's time, right? You can see, obviously, on ICP, we had the bottom, fine. This was like a 99% dump. It's not ICP's time. ICP, one good thing about ICP, if I was to give any good news about ICP, you can see this dump, right? This was the dump, right? So we went from here all the way down here, and you can see it was a 99% dump, right? Now, one thing I was about to say, so in 2015, a lot of investors invested in ICP, and obviously once the coin launched, they decided to dump because they received the tokens that they were promised, because they were doing an IOU token. So they dumped all the IOU tokens, took their money out, and because they made all this profit, they made all this money, so of course they're going to dump it. So dump 99% is fine. Since then it's been coming up, awesome, not a problem, but I wouldn't touch this, because guess what? If this is come down this much and it's struggling here right now, getting back up to, and I'm just going to show you from where we are. So from where we are to this level here, you have to understand, one second. So from there to this level here, you have to understand, from, say for example, where we are right now to here, bro, we have to do a 500x. You have to do a 560%, which is 500x. It's going to be tough. You see what I mean? I'm just going to the body. I'm not even going to the top. It's going to be tough. And for you to get back to the previous all-time high, right, from where we are today, I'm not even looking there, from where we are today, this coin would have to do 5,000x. 5,000x from where we are. So please be careful. And as I said, be patient. Don't jump into the hype. ICP is a great project, but the tokens are crap. Right now, you don't need to touch any of this. You can pick these up, right, for few cents, I believe, right, when the market crashes. When we have another 50% crash, this thing could crash another 50%. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe another 1,000%. Who cares? We pick them up for pennies. That's when this is going to be really, really useful. And also, this, remember, has a competitor, and its competitor is Arweave, AR, which is going to do awesome. Again, it's another one that I'm going to be topping up more in the bear market. This is an awesome project. I mean, look at it. Look at the structure. Look at Arweave. Look what Arweave has done already. So when you see a coin like this, which is doing it better, in fact, they have more data storage, more data being used, and people, large companies are using them. Everything says to me, this is super, super awesome. You know what I mean? I would rather plug my funds here than anything else if I was to do it today. But when it comes to ICP, I wouldn't touch it. I would touch ICP. As I said, the project's good. I will touch it in a bear market, in the bottom of the bear, in the deepest pit of the bear market where there's no light. That's where I'll be buying ICP, not before that. Okay. And obviously during that time, I want to top up as much of these top-notch coins as possible. So that's what I'm saying. I hope this kind of makes sense, right? So let's move back into the hero of the day, which is Shiba. Where did I put it? Actually, no, I didn't put it there. Oh my days. Did I get rid of my chart? I did get rid of my chart. Ray, I hope this kind of helped you, bro. You understand what's going on. So SHIB, anyway, SHIB, as you can see, these are channels. This is what we're talking about. These are channels, and all of these were predictions that we were making. We said, like, okay, this is what we need to break. It's not predictions, but where we need to go, right? And then I started looking at something yesterday. So yesterday, I went on a 15-minute chart. This was hilarious. I went on a 15-minute chart, right? And I started doing some maths on a 15-minute chart. You're about to see this maths as well. It's insane what you're about to see. So I put a line here, and I put a line like this. Right, just a simple line like this, and I put it on the range, and I said, okay, if this was my bottom, right, and I just look for this bottom here, this was a support. So I'm putting lines on the support. This, watch this, and this is, you're going to laugh your head off. Support anyway, that's fine. So we've got this. So I put this here, and I said, well, if this is the case, what would be the breakout of this area here, right? Because we've got, actually no, the support was here. So my bad. Sorry, support was here. My bad. One second. What would be the breakout of this? And what I found was the breakout took us to this level. And I said, okay, so let me put a line here and see what this is. This is the new resistance. Awesome. So what happens now if we break out of this? Right? Do we go even further? And I kept on looking at this, and I said, okay, let me do another one here. Let me do another little one here. And let's find the bottom of the channel, which is here. Let's draw another line here. And I actually tweeted this, and I said, well, maybe nothing. And I put this here, and look, it took us to this level. So now that we have this is getting crazy. If I do this, if I put this around here somewhere, right, and use this as my baseline, this is my bottom, well, check this out. It's telling us what the next number should be, right? I'm just surprised that it's doing this. The next number should be around 2.7. This is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. This is taking us close to that 29. So when I'm looking at this on a 15-minute chart, I'm seeing this, and I was just laughing mad. I was like, no way. This is insane what I'm seeing. How these numbers are actually coming in, in place. And what you see more than anything else, and a lot of people don't even notice this, on a 15-minute chart, I'm seeing this pattern forming. Right? I'm seeing this pattern forming here. I'm seeing this pattern forming. If this carries on, guys, do you see what that means? Right? If I take this drawing off, and now if I zoom into this, right, look what we did on a 15-minute chart. This is ridiculous. I've never seen anything quite like it in my entire life of crypto. I can tell you this, right? Even if we just take it from here to here, this is just insanity what you're seeing here. Look at this. The whole pattern is actually playing out, right, as any decent pattern should. Right? Look at this. Any decent. So now we know this is our trend line. Whatever happens, we should not fall below this trend line. That's when we should be worried. If not, then we can continue bouncing and moving and doing higher highs. El Bubble's here. Awesome, my brother. Awesome, awesome. El Bubble, I think we already talked about E-Gold, my brother. But this is what we're seeing. Awesome. So far, so good. Now, let's go into one coin that I want to discuss, that I have been telling people. I said, look guys, if there is anything that you are looking into, then this is the one I'll be looking into right now, which is called Phantom. I'll be looking into this because they are doing some sort of a Dubai conference very soon, I think at the end of this month. So I think a lot of this is going to start pumping as well, and a lot of it's going to be priced in. So if you are looking for something, then I would say this is probably a good one. You're probably looking at a 20-30% pump, but whatever the case is, it's got potential. Do you know what I mean? So that's the whole idea here. I'm thinking about, okay, it's got a little bit of potential, and there's not really much data here for me to work with. However, if I was to put some sort of a projection, I could say, okay, if we put a projection, we are looking at this kind of a pump here if we did break out, right? So breakout could take us to around $2.34. And you know, I don't like to pump coins, but I think this one has good potential because of exactly what it's doing. And if we did do that, then we can see a nice little percentage here, and the percentage should be, is saying around 50% if we did hit that top, right? Now we need to confirm all of this obviously from where we are in the short term. So if I was to do a short term from where we were to here, the 1618 is saying 90, that's fine. And if we do another one on a medium term, and we can see, so sorry, my bad, we do another one medium term from the top to the bottom here, it is giving us that number. You can see it is actually giving us higher number than that. It's saying $2.91. So be careful, that's all I'm going to say. So remember guys, be awesome, like, share, subscribe, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. By the way, only subscribers can comment, so I've made sure I've only turned off subscribers can comment. So that's how I know everybody that's on the comment right now is a subscriber. Awesome, and I love you guys, thank you very much for that. But that's what I'm saying, that's the only one I'm going to suggest out of this whole entire 12,000 cryptocurrency market. Only one I'm going to suggest. If you are looking at something else as an alternative, then this would be the only one I could see, right? Again, just as I said, be careful, this is not financial advice. Now look, going back to BTC, I'm going to go back to BTC a little bit, right? I want to talk about BTC, my story in BTC in so let's do it weekly. My story in 2017, what happened in BTC. So you have to understand exactly what happened in BTC. So I entered around here, completely oblivious, completely unknown to the market, brand new, fresh. I braved up, I went in, and I said, right, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to hodl this and do whatever I need to, right? And I bought it, and I started noticing how the market is pumping, how the market was pumping. And I noticed that I said, okay, if I'm seeing this market pump, when is the end? When is the end? So what I did was, it's very simple, and this is what I always suggest to a lot of people as well. I say, guys, just get yourself this one indicator, nothing else, just this one indicator. 1 second. Get yourself this one indicator and do something with this one indicator. Let's get this again. All right, just get yourself this one indicator, and that would make your life so much easier. So what I saw was we were coming into these lines here. Now we know these top lines here are danger zones, right? Once we see anything peak around here, and you can see it does peak above sometimes as well, sometimes it peaks above, you can see how it peaks above, right? But once you see this line here, this second line here, when I saw that, I said, okay, we're peaking out right now, we don't know what's going on. Can we stick around and make even more, or should we get out? So around this time, when I saw this pump here, I decided to get out, right? I decided to get out. In fact, I think I got out around here because I saw it being very hot and I wasn't sure what was going to happen. This is me, the inexperienced me, right? The inexperienced me now telling you about my experience. I got out, and it pumped, and I'm sitting there and watching, and I'm like dreading, oh my days, it pumped, what the hell is going on? It's going up and up, it's going to the moon, right? That's what I did. But I think it was a fluke, and it was the right decision for me to make. So that gave me a rough idea. I said, okay, so now I know that when the market goes up to a certain amount, I need to get out, and I use this chart just to kind of guide me. Then what I did, I just waited. Market's dumping. Everyone's like, market's going back up again. Nope. Everyone's like, market's going back up again. I'm like, nope, it's not going back up again. I was literally, no joke, from here, right, from here, around here, right, this line here, this particular area here, from this line here, right, so this is around middle of November, all the way to around January 2019. So one whole year I waited. I waited to see this make a move. When this made a move, I re-entered. Of course, I re-entered, everything was all jolly, we climbed all the way up there, and we had a collapse. But I didn't get out. I said, no, 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 no. This is not the end. I bought here. This is not the end. So let it come down. It came back down here. When it came back down, it was higher than where I was. I'm still fine. I'm still using this one chart to guide me where I'm going, right? Everything's fine. We didn't go to these lines. I want to go to this line. So I'm waiting in 2019 to go to this line. It didn't go to this line. I'm like, okay, fine. Wait for it. Came down. Of course, we had the Black Swan event, which freaked out everybody. Freaked me out. Freaked everybody out. But I was still in my same price. I was break even. I didn't care. I said, okay, fine. That's okay. We saw the market recover. We saw the market coming back up again. Some of the people that I know, they said, oh, should we start selling? The market's pumping. I'm like, well, why would you want to sell if the market's pumping? Are you stupid? Why would you want to sell if the market's pumping? We haven't gone to this line. That's what I've said. We haven't gone to this second line here. All I had to say, I didn't care about anything. I don't care about the top line. I didn't go to that line. That's my sell point. I didn't go to that. Right? Mac Jason says, hello, mate. You are right. Good call. Right on what, bro? Right on. I think you're talking about crypto trading and this and that. Listen, there's no right and wrong, bro. We're all part of a family. We all have our own opinions, and we should all share our opinions. And sometimes we should also have a constructive conversation regarding this as well, right? Because all of this matters. Like when you start looking at certain things, and that's what I'm trying to explain here. For me, when I entered here. And I always say, this is when I started. So I exited here and I restarted here. And since then, I haven't gone out, right? I did not go out. The reason is because I didn't hit my line. This is the stupid me. This is not the technical guy. So the technical guy is the technical guy that you see is around here. And the technical guy is around here in history. The technical guy is doing stocks around here in history, doing forex and stocks here. Back in those days here, I'm doing it here. This is the technical guy. This is the maestro of techno. Making money with forex, making money on stocks, buying that stock, making 2-3% here. This is the crypto stupid guy that enters the market around here. This is the crypto stupid me who entered the market. Sorry, not here, around here. Does that make sense? This is a stupid crypto me who doesn't know anything about crypto, enters here, flukes his way, and I'm being honest with you, I fluked my way. I just bought HODL, and then I realized we're in a bull market. I just bought it. I didn't even know about this, right? Then I discovered this, and I was like, hold on, we're in the bottom. Okay, we're in a bear market. Boom. Sorry, we're in a bull market. We're shooting up. This is stupid me selling around here. Stupid me selling around here. So stupid me is buying here and said, okay, we're back on the bottom now. Great, let's enter. Stupid me is waiting to get back to here in 2019. We didn't get there. Stupid me is still holding, not the technical me, still holding. And then the technical me wakes up and says, you know what? What the hell? If we're moving up, we're moving up. Because what we need more than anything else is not only technicals, not only the data, we also need one other fundamental fact in ourselves: self-confidence and self-belief and logic. If we can actually calculate with logic and reasoning, we're all winners. Because a lot of the time when we start FOMOing and when we start FUDDing, we throw logic away, and that's when we have a problem. And I'm using logic and reason, nothing more. If logic says to me that that's how much we have and we haven't gone here, it's fine. This bull market might not finish here, might be on a sideways channel, might continue until 2024, 2025. Who cares? We don't want to go by other people's narratives that we have a 4-year cycle. I don't call it a cycle. I call it a season. I have never ever called it a bull cycle. I've called it a bull market. Bull market usually means when we're going up. So this is a bull market. 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 A bull market means when people are positive. A bear market means when people are down, right? But ultimately, we have seasons. These are seasons when we start being really, really bullish into the market. These are seasons. So, as I said, the season's not over. This season's still going on. We got to decide. Now, this one blue line, we can all see this one blue line here. And oh my days, how beautiful does that look? Look at that. We invalidated this last, the neckline, the weekly neckline. We invalidated it. And we're finding resistance here. I mean, just look at this, how beautiful this is. Look, if I zoom into this, how beautiful, beautiful this is. We're finding resistance here. All we need to do is get ourselves a weekly candle. Actually, while I'm talking about weekly candles, I should do one other thing. I think that would be really, really nice. Forget the MFI, forget the MACD, don't care about any of those. Let's get something else in. let's just get this one indicator in. And look where we are, guys. Just look where we are. Look what we just done. We just peaked on a weekly, the 104 HMA. We just peaked above that. Look at how beautiful this looks. So all we need to do now, for everybody that understands how the market works, we need to close the candle above, create a new candle, and confirm, right? So the trade, we need to do this, confirm, and move up, and then test the next line. That's what we need to do. And the next line is not far. If you look carefully, the next line is not far. Technically, the next line, oh my days, look at this. The previous high is the next line. Do you know what I mean? So absolutely, yes. So we have talked about this, Mac. We have talked about how BTC is coming into the phase where, and we talked about this actually down here, my brother. I'll be honest with you. So when we were around here somewhere, and I'm talking about the time when I was making my early videos on the channel. Because remember, my first video was launched on the 14th of November. I do remember the date. I was talking about 5-10k moves, and a lot of people said, you're mad, we're not going to do those. I said, no, we're going to see 5k up, 5k down. That's what we're going to see. We're going to probably even see 10k up, 10k down. Even in my Twitter, you can see I've tweeted this as well. Look at some of my old tweets. I've tweeted this, and then we started seeing these moves, and I was like, told you so. Do you know what I mean? I was tweeting, I was like, we told you so. And these moves are coming. These absolute moves are coming, right? So when you look at all of this, you know that the data is suggesting those moves are coming because a lot of crazy money is coming into the market. And then on top of that, obviously, we've got the institutions having issues, regulations having issue, banks having issue, money printing issue. It's just been a win-win this season for us. I'm telling you, this season for us has been a win-win. I mean, this season, we could have easily topped out around here somewhere, and that was it, right? We could have topped out, but we didn't. Imagine we topped out here at the 80k. That was it. Game over. Come back down to 20k and sit there. Game over. But instead, all of the FUD tried to take it down. The small shrimps held the market up. Market started going back up again. Everything is good. And this is all to do with like PayPal allowing it, other banks allowing it, so many other things, like allowing you to buy crypto directly on their platform. All of this has been helping Bitcoin propel even further. Do you know what I mean? So I'm seeing this now. The tops are changing, as you can see. Even here, for example, if we had a top today, that's 132k top. Just this is today. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if you go a few more weeks, like for example, let's go to December, right? December is suggesting our top would be about 150k. How insane is that? And if we do last for another 6 months and move over to March, well, look, March is showing at 163k. I'm telling you, this is insane. You know, this is why I say, what bear market, guys? What bear market? Max says, to be honest, yes, I thought SP 500 crashing would bring crypto down. Not many expect this. That they get the dollars out from stock market into Bitcoin. Yes, because the thing is, look, Bitcoin is a new asset class. Bitcoin is a new asset class, right? I mean, if you look at the coin market cap, let's go into here. If you look at the coin market cap of what BTC is right now, and this is, let me refresh this. Of course, you can see here, but let me refresh it again. This is $1 trillion market cap, $1 trillion market cap. Now let's open another page. Hold on. I hope this is the right page. Boom. Yeah, this is the right page. So we see BTC at $1 trillion right now. And we see that we see we're bigger than Facebook. I mean, look at this. We're bigger than Facebook. And recently, remember previously when we went to 1.4, we were just below Amazon. I think if we carry on this cycle, we're going to take down Amazon, we're going to take down Google, and we'll probably even take Saudi Arabia Aramco out as well, by the way. Can you imagine this? Imagine all we have to do, by the way, we have to beat 2.2 trillion. If we double from where we are today, we are the #1 asset in the world. So what happens to all of these freak shows here? They all jump in, of course. So you see what I'm saying? This is where the money's going to come from. The money's not going to just come from our retail and everything. The money, the top 100 companies, they're all, by the way, they're already there. They're just not being honest about it, but they are going to come out with it and take it even further. These are the companies who have to worry about bankruptcy. I mean, this is like over 100 and something years old company, right? So you got to understand some of these companies are very, very old. They're 100-year companies. And here you have a challenging technology, and it was an emerging technology, right? Which is not anymore, because Bitcoin hasn't had any upgrades to be emerging anymore. So Bitcoin is now established as a store of value. It was promoted as a P2P payment system, which didn't work. It doesn't work, right? It's too slow. It's stupid. Now, look where we are. Look where we are. So these are the companies who are going to come and basically buy BTC, and a lot of them have already done. I mean, Nvidia. Everyone's got to be really, really stupid to say Nvidia hasn't got any cryptocurrency. Nvidia is the biggest, well, one of the biggest chipset manufacturer for the GPU and GPU miners. They produce the actual ASIC mining GPUs. I mean, just look at that. That's them. You got Tencent, the biggest company in China, investors in Alibaba, XYZ, and this and that. Guess what? TikTok. And I'm sure they have some. I think I have heard they were involved in Neo. They're in crypto as well from a long way ago. Berkshire Hathaway, heavily into crypto openly, right? Tesla, we know just a small amount, nothing too much. This is a company who's trying to build his own crypto. He knows the potential. You think he hasn't got any? And in fact, if a lot of people didn't know this, in 2012, when Facebook had the issue with the Winklevoss brothers, Facebook had to pay the Winklevoss brothers a specific amount in Bitcoin. So you think he doesn't know about Bitcoin? He knows about it since 2012, my friends. And you think he hasn't got any? Think about it. So this is the kind of stuff you have to understand. I mean, it doesn't, look at these. I'm telling you, we are now the 6th biggest asset on the planet. I mean, I'm saying now, we were before, we were 6 months ago as well. But that's where we are, and this is just not even the peak of the market. Guys, we're only 50% of the market. What do you think the peak's going to do? I'm telling you, the peak's going to annihilate all of these, and all of these freak shows are going to jump in. Talking about that, we do know Apple, Steve Wozniak, he's heavily into crypto. He even has his own cryptocurrency, with the Wozniak coin or whatever bullshit he has. But the point is, everyone's in there. They're just not admitting it. They're all in there, trust me. And now they're going to propel even further, because if the stock market crashes, where's he going to put his $2 trillion? Well, take $1 trillion out of that to save my ass, put it into BTC, because it's a great store of value. It's the digital gold. You can't go wrong with it. And I'm telling you, it's coming. I mean, look at this entire market, companies, 5,400 companies. And just compare that to Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, 12,381. 12,381 compared to the global elite of 5,411, right? Total market cap here, 91 trillion, right? Does that make any sense to you? We are approximately about 1.5%, maybe 2% of this. We are nothing. We have so much room to grow. This asset class here itself, I think we can do 100 trillion anytime soon. You know what I mean? Maybe a decade, but that's soon enough for me. If this thing has only been around for a decade and it's already, capturing 2% of the entire global elite markets, and these have been around for, I mean, not some of them obviously 20, 30 years, but the rest of them been around for like 100 years. 100 years. There are companies out there who are probably been around for 200 years, right? I mean, Qualcomm, come on, everyone knows about Qualcomm. So you can see, I'm telling you, there's something very, very powerful happening, and it's coming into crypto. It's coming into BTC. That's one of the reasons why I'm so super bullish on BTC. Why I see a whole different picture when I look at BTC. It's just insane, guys. It is just insane. And we're coming there. I'll give it a few days. Remember, I said Wednesday was going to be the day. I mean, you mentioned it 2 days ago. I mentioned it yesterday. I said, guys, Wednesday we're going to pump. BTC is going to pump on Wednesday. Did we not pump on Wednesday? We did pump on Wednesday. How did I do it? I didn't do it because I have some sort of a magic wand or anything, or some sort of a crystal ball. No, guys, it's just the way the market works. Go back in time and look at every Wednesday. Every Wednesday we have nice little pumps or dumps, right? And if we have a pump, we have a dump. If we have a dump, we have a pump. Expect a pump before the dump. Expect a dump after the pump, right? That's the logo. That's the logo of the channel. So what are you doing? Smash that like button. Go share it with friends and family, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, wherever. Go share it everywhere. Make this thing go viral, because that's what it is, right? That's what it is. And it's just awesome to see where we are right now. It's just awesome to see where we are right now. Honestly, it is absolutely awesome, insane. I don't know what to say. I've got no words. But yeah. All I've seen is how the markets were being squeezed, and how we have now got these brand new assets that are pumping to another level. My God, look, it's come back. It's coming back, guys. It's coming back. It's broken this. Now it's going to go and test this. I'm telling you, it's going to go and test that 29. It's going to test that 29. And it won't be long. And who remembers my little tweet I sent? Remember that little tweet I sent on the live, from the live? I did this. We were down here, right? And I did this, right? Remember this? Who remembers this? Who remembers this tweet? Oh man, you know what, sometimes you got to believe in something, and if you believe in something, you have the power to make that thing materialize right in front of you. And I think that's what we all did. The combined power of everybody that was on that group the other day, the thing we were talking about, I think combined we have the power to materialize exactly what we want, our own desires, because we believe in ourselves. You got to be able to believe in yourself. You got to have self-respect, self-discipline, and you're going to get there. If you don't believe in an asset, you shouldn't be in it, you know, and that's what we've done so far. I think we believed in it. We are definitely there. It's awesome to see exactly what's going on. And I'm telling you guys, it's on another level, on another level. And I still, you know what, I still can't see the channel. I'm still bugged out, by the way. I'm still totally bugged out. I have no idea what's going on. Because for some odd reason I can't see anything. But anyway, I'm actually using there's a little widget on the side. I'm using that to see what's going on. But I hope everything was okay for you guys. I hope you guys understand exactly what's going on. I hope you understand where we are in the market right now. All right. Just to start, I mean, look at this. We were at 2.22, I believe, or 2.23. Another $6 billion entered the market. Obviously, BTC pumped. Ethereum's catching up. Ethereum's catching up. We're going to wait for Ethereum. We're going to wait for BTC to settle down, Ethereum to catch up, and once Ethereum catches up, it's going to be insane. Also, talking about one other thing, I know I'm saying insane, and you guys are probably fed up of me hearing insane, or me saying insane, but it is insane. It is insane. Somebody tell me it's not insane what we're seeing here right now. You don't make this up, guys. Look, you don't make this up. Let me put one single line there to make sense to what's just happened. Boom. You don't make this up. Where did we find resistance? Exactly on the bottom of the channel. What are we trying to do? Break this channel. Once we break this channel, this is body. Body is the fact. This is a wick. It's a story. This is a story. The story is we attempted. The fact is we didn't make it. So what we're going to do next is we're going to try and break this. And when we break this, I talked about it. We're going. All we're going to do is 2.57, kill that 2.57 up to 3 trillion. And if we get to 3 trillion, we're going to 4 trillion. And if BTC follows suit, you can imagine how much that money is going to be worth. That's what I'm going to say. You can imagine we're going to be sitting around the $4 trillion market cap, maybe even propel even higher. I know some guys have actually even analyzed and said we'll probably see a $10 trillion market cap this cycle. I'm up for it. I'm with you. I'm hodling. So awesome. Yeah, we just need to see this come down. That should be awesome to see. Ethereum dominance needs to get back up again. So far it's okay, it's not that bad. It's struggling because of what BTC is doing. All the moves, all the money, all the attention, everything is going into BTC. Number one crypto, still the king. Undefeated king. The undefeated king. All the stories about ETH flipping BTC. Well, where are they now? It might do it in the future, but now, no, not yet, guys, not yet. Do you know what I mean? We talked about this. I talked about this. Even if BTC is number 10, rank number 5 here, it doesn't matter. That's just a market cap. It's still the king. It still makes the moves. Do you know what I mean? Talking about moves. Okay, Shiba is still sitting at the 20. We've got to watch this because what I'm looking at and what I'm observing is Shiba is actually targeting Doge. Shib is actually targeting Doge right now. So I think Shib wants to take the rank number 8. So let's see what it does. Other than that, guys, I hope this was a great stream for all of you. I hope you found this informative. I love the fact that all of you guys came in. Awesome. Thank you very much to everybody. Oh, I didn't realize Ennis was here. Oh my god, I didn't even look at the chats. The chat went away. Ennis was here. Awesome. Ennis is here. What do you think about Sphinx coin? So Ennis asked me Sphinx coin. Ennis is one of our premium members. I'm going to double check what Sphinx coin is. Let's have a look and see what Sphinx is. Sphinx token, I believe. This one probably. Yeah, let's have a look at Sphinx and see what Sphinx is doing. Let's have a look and see if it does come on TradingView. Should come up. No, it's not coming up on TradingView, so I won't really be able to check it. Where is it trading? Let's have a look. Ennis, I'm going to ask you to be careful, my brother. Okay, please be careful. This is on a pancake swap. It's one of those ones. I'm going to be very careful. And so far, what you can see, it dumped and it just hasn't recovered. It's still pointing downwards. Yeah, it's not looking that great. I mean, where we are today, it's all good. I mean, look, but from where we were to where we are now, it's bad. Okay, but just be careful. Again, remember, these coins are probably just making the most out of the hype. But other than that, I don't think they're going to be really doing anything awesome here. Volume, I mean, just look at that volume, 24-hour high and low. 24-hour volume, not bad actually, 847,000. Now, it looks like minus 37% in 24 hours. So that means that $841,000 probably left. So could end up being a rug pull or something. Be careful. Be very, very careful. As I said, as soon as I looked at here, I said, look, just avoid. So I hope this kind of helps. I'm not going to go into any deep with this particular one. Could be something potential. But right now, on the top of the market, you want to avoid buying any shit coins, right? Anything that says you're going to make a lot of money, you want to avoid that. Right now, you want to start thinking about your exit plan and start taking your money out as much as possible. Because when the market flips, it will flip. And then you're going to be in that situation where you're going to be holding your bags, waiting for the next run up, and the next run up might not come for another year. That's the thing. It's not going to, some of these coins are not going to crash and go disappear, but the next run may not come for another year. Are you prepared to hold your bags till then? So the idea is while the market is pumping, try and sell as many alts as you can. Take your cash out and sit on cash and just sit back, relax, right? Let the market do its thing. And then when the market completely dumps, then you know you've got some money as your profit, and then you can rebuy the market and continue the market next cycle. So I hope that kind of makes sense. Other than that, guys, like, share, subscribe. I'm going to catch you on another one very soon. I need to go. So, yeah, it's been a long one. Adios, my amigos. Thank you very much for coming to the show. Awesome, awesome, awesome.